Hi friends, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel of Gathered Plans. I hope that you're all doing well. I am currently in Chicago right now on vacation with Greg. We are staying in an apartment like an Airbnb and we love it. There is a lot of natural light. It is beautiful. I had to do this voiceover in the room because the common area, there's a lot of echoing, so I didn't want to do a voiceover and put you guys through that in there, but I love the apartment. There is a lot of natural light. We have windows from ceiling to floor. It is incredibly beautiful. And I'm just really happy to be able to do a voiceover and pump out this video during vacation. I did all the filming of this, I think, 2 days prior to leaving, and I really wanted to hurry up and finish it. Fun fact, not really fun because it wasn't a fun time, but there was actually a storm last Wednesday, and we were supposed to fly out on Wednesday, and then they canceled our flight, so we instead flew out super early, like 5 in the morning on, or like 6, yeah, 6 in the morning on Thursday. But we were up at 4 and at the airport super early that Thursday. So we're cut a day short of our trip, but that's totally okay. I'm just glad that we're safe and that we dodged the storm. It probably wouldn't have been fun being here during the storm and trying to carry around our luggage anyway. So I think everything kind of worked out, and I'd much rather be safe than sitting around in an airport being miserable and just waiting for hours and things like that. So it worked out, but we are really enjoying our stay in Chicago. If you follow me on Instagram, I do have a highlight saved on there, and it's quite cool because I met Jess of Bird Design. She and her significant other also went to Chicago and spent some time with us, and we just hung out for, I think it was like 4 days. Yeah, Thursday to Sunday. We were supposed to be here Wednesday to Wednesday, and we're leaving first thing this Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday, like a full week. But again, our flight was canceled, so it was a Thursday to Wednesday thing, and then they left Sunday. So it's cool for Greg and I to kind of have like 2 days to ourselves and just do our own thing. I think we did a really good job at like doing our own thing, but still like meeting up and hanging out. And of course, we wanted to maximize time hanging out, so we definitely did that. I will certainly talk more about that during that plan with me. I am about 4 weeks behind, so I'm trying to catch up here. This is actually the week of the Galentines with a planner event that was in Georgia, and that was actually the week I met Tay of Shantae Plans for the first time in real life. I also met Regina and a bunch of other amazing planners and shop owners, and it was really fun and cool. So I just feel like I'm just, going down my bucket list of all the people I want to meet, and Lauren is next. I'm really hoping that I can meet her soon. Hopefully this will be the year I get to meet all of my closest planner friends. I'm really excited. But, I've met Alicia last year, 2 years ago at this point, and then of course Tay just this past February, and then Jess of Bird Design in April. So hopefully, Lauren, I can meet you soon. I'm really excited. But anyways, we are definitely trying to figure things out because hopefully the fall works out the way I want it to. But yeah, I hope that you guys are doing well. I mean, I feel like I haven't uploaded a video in almost 2 weeks now, and I haven't really been in like the mood to plan, and it's been very tricky on this vacation that I'm on right now in Chicago. I pulled stickers and actually grabbed things to bring, and I was very intentional for like with what I packed. And I figured I could, film, and since there was so much natural lighting, I already knew that coming into this, so I didn't need to fuss about getting like studio lights or bringing some form of lighting to help me, and it worked out. I just brought my really small like travel handheld Joby tripod, and it can really, mold to whatever you need it to be, and it's been great to use. If you watch my Instagram, I had to stand it on coffee cups and coffee mugs, I mean, so the tripod can sit higher, and it's a little bit janky, but it worked out. I'm a little bit nervous because the lighting isn't as bright as what you would see here, but it's just more natural lighting. I think it has some like gray and blue tones to it, but hopefully it works out. I planned to do like 2 plan with me's while on this trip, or like film 2 plan with me, so all I have to do while I'm on travel is like edit them and then do the voiceover and upload, which I'm getting a lot faster at, and just like pumping them out. Like that's not the biggest problem. If anything, I'm struggling a lot to like sit down and plan right now because I'm just not like in the mood, and I haven't really been like enjoying the hobby as much right now. I'm just kind of burned out, and it's a bummer. Like I really want to be able to like sit down and enjoy planning, but I think like thinking about having to do the editing, voiceover, and uploading, that's kind of the part that makes me drag my feet. because I know like if I sit down and film, I know that there's going to be work to do after. So I just haven't been like in the mood to do that. And plus, like lately, I've been doing a lot of like family quality time stuff and spending time with friends, which I'm so glad to be doing. And that's kind of like the sacrifice when it comes to like one thing has to, your hobby kind of, has to suffer a little bit, or you don't have as much time for your hobby. And back, during COVID, we had so much time, on our hands, and we were stuck inside. So I felt like I was able to do this all the time and have no problem, and I didn't have anything else to do anyway. But this year I've been doing a lot of catching up with, spending quality time with family and loved ones and friends. So definitely still a positive thing, like to be able to do all of that. But unfortunately, filming and planning has just kind of taken a back seat. And I think a lot of other planners have talked about this, and it's not a very uncommon thing. It's just kind of like weird. It's a weird feeling for me because I have to remember like it's not COVID times, and like when, back in 2020, 2021, when we were all like really stuck at home and had nothing to do. But it's just an adjustment. Enough about that. I have been really enjoying my stay in Chicago. It is such a cool city. Like it's very fun and very cool. There's a lot of amazing food. Honestly, the biggest thing was the food. Like Chicago has amazing food. They really, really do. And I love that you can just walk everywhere. And I do like the L. I mean, if you guys are from Chicago, I'm sure you know what that is, but it's the train system. They call it the L. And I like it. It's very efficient. It was not fun having to lug around my luggage, of course, but it's just funny to see like other tourists and people visiting doing the same thing, so I don't feel alone. But it was a lot. And let me tell you, I had to adjust. Like my legs and my feet were so sore because I've been averaging like 15,000 steps a day just from being in the city and like going out and walking, which is really cool. And I think that's a great way to get some exercise in, especially if you're from a city. I'm sure you know, like if you don't have a car because you just rely on like public transportation and the city transportation, like it's great. I personally probably would not have a car if I lived in this city or just in any city for that matter, because I would just use public transportation for everything. But yeah, I've also seen some crazy stuff. Let me just put it that way. I've definitely seen some crazy stuff as well. But overall, like I've really been enjoying my experience and everything here. It's been really great. There's always something to do. You can trust that the food is going to be good. We have been really obsessed with this bakery and like coffee shop. It's called Sweet Bean. It's got like a bunch of different Asian style baked pastries and goods, and like sweet and savory, everything for everyone. It's delicious. We've been obsessed with the taro bun. We get it every single time, and we've just been trying new things. But we have been going to this place like every day. It's so good. But yeah, more about that. We have also been rating every restaurant and place that we've gone to, like 1 to 10. Unfortunately, we are not going to realistically be able to go to every single place we would want to, obviously, for reservation reasons and proximity, and then also just the fact of I can only eat so much in a day. Like Greg and I are just like so I think we're just full in general. Like even though like back at home I'll eat like a pretty like protein packed breakfast and be good until like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and then I'll have dinner. Like I don't really snack during the day or have more than like 2 meals. And now I'm just like I have one pretty like heavy meal because we're eating out a lot, and I'm just so full. So yeah, we tried to get like one small thing, and I think we did a pretty good job at that, midway through, but it's still just so filling. But yeah, it's really cool to be trying different foods. I love everything we've had so far. But anyways, okay, so to the plans here. I do not have my planner in front of me. I actually have it set up on the island counter in the kitchen where I'm doing my filming. But this is a kit from Miss&Meow. She actually gave this to us during the planner event in Georgia. I felt like it was very fitting, and plus I didn't really have a kit that had anything that, I don't know how to say it. Like I just felt like I was struggling to find a kit that matched the vibe of like that week of going to the event. I felt like this was really perfect. It had like kind of like an art element to it. I know it's like a typewriter and all that stuff. And I felt like the colors were still like perfect enough for like Valentine's or Galentines, and it was still like deep enough to be like winter. So it was perfect, and I loved like the coffee elements and the film strips. I also pulled in some film strips from Panda Bird Designs. Definitely check that out. They are so beautiful. I had so much fun using them, and I really liked how I used it on the second half of the week. But on Monday, just marked my meetings as usual, probably marked walking Jace, did cardio on the elliptical, and then also had therapy later on at night. So, oh, I also had a doctor's appointment this day as well. I forget what it was for, but yeah, it's been very helpful having a private primary care doctor, and it's nice to know that like I'm getting the bang for my buck, like actually taking advantage of like going and seeing the doctor, and like when things happen, it's just so convenient to have her. And I don't want to keep going to the doctor, but it's also nice to like handle things that I've always had like concerns about, or I want to like avoid, and just trying to be proactive. So that's been really good. And then, oh yeah, to mark all my meetings this week, I'm going to be using scripts from Paper Trail Plans. Those are no longer customs. I believe that they are in the shop now. And then the pen is from White Deer Stationery. I'm pretty sure, did I only use White Deer Stationery icons? I think I tried to. Yeah, I think I tried to, with the exception of the leash icons, because I do not have any leash icons from White Deer Stationery that I love. I think the only one that she has looks like it looks like a mouse for me. And she just recently released a new leash icon. I have to go and order that eventually, but she just released that, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago. But I'm really excited. They look similar to the ones on Tuesday, just obviously they're in color and they don't have foil, which I really like, and I like having the options. So I washed our towels and sheets this day, and then painted my nails, and then I also had 5 meetings, which that's a lot. I normally, Tuesdays and Thursdays are my busiest days at work, which I actually don't mind, because I feel like Monday coming in from the weekend, I don't want it to be hectic and busy, so it's kind of nice to only really be busy, like mostly busy Tuesday and Thursday, and that's when most of my meetings are held, so it's really, really nice. And then what happened here? I'm just going to wait for myself to write it down. Oh yeah, we were watching Only Murders in the Building, and my sister and I, that's been our show that we've been watching, and it took us a while to kind of get through it. I think we were like in the middle of the second season, and then we just kind of like stopped for a little bit. And no, we were towards the end of the first season, and then we stopped, and then we just watched it one day, and then I just pretty much finished all of it on my own because she kind of like got bored of it. But I really liked it. I'm excited for the third season. It's really fun. I like the like satire and the how dramatic it is. It's really nice. I like the twist to the whole true crime thing that they do, and then with the podcast, it's just hilarious. And okay, so I also whitened my teeth that night, and I don't always mark whitening my teeth, but I felt like I wanted to this day. I guess I like brought out the good stuff, so I wanted to mark that. That tooth icon is from White Deer Stationery. It's really perfect for that. And then on Wednesday, I just wanted to mark Hello February, and I can't remember if I used a February script or January script on the top left-hand corner. I think February. I can't remember. But anyways, if you guys are from Chicago, comment below, or if you've been there, like let me know what your favorite thing was. I'm really excited to read comments. I've gotten a lot of amazing DMs and just like comments in one of my recent videos asking about, Chicago related things, and you guys gave awesome suggestions. We did try out a couple, but it's just hard to try to do everything. Even though we've been here for like 6 days, or we're going to be here for 6 days, there is only so much you can do still because it's such a big city. And if I could have it my way, trust me, I would go like to 5 restaurants in a day and have like a small thing here and there. But it's kind of hard to do that because, you want to like try everything. That's why like our favorite places we've gone to so far are like tapas places, because you could do shared plates and you get to taste a little bit of everything. But then once you start adding drinks, it just, you start getting really full fast. So, but it's been a great experience. Yeah, let me know below if you're from here, and or if you've traveled here before, and what your favorite thing was. So Wednesday, I did fasted cardio, had meetings, physical therapy, and then I packed for a trip to Georgia. And then Greg and I grabbed ramen. I think we just wanted to hang out before I flew out the next day. So I love the way I marked having day off for Thursday and Friday here, because I was in Georgia for the planner event. And so Tay and I, we flew Thursday, and then we wanted to have the time to really spend time together, just the two of us, before things started getting busy and everybody started, coming in and traveling in. And it was just really cool for us to just like spend quality time together, because again, we've never met in person prior to this. And we've been good friends, right, for a while, but we just haven't met in person. So if you know the story, I'm sure you guys have heard us talk about it for quite some time, but it was really cool to just like chat with her and catch up and talk about our business and just, you know, kind of get acclimated to seeing each other in real life, which was not weird after like the airport. I think like it just naturally, just fell into place. Like we were acting like we knew each other forever, like have known each other in person forever. And that's the great thing about friends. It's just, when you vibe and you get along and you're just a good match for each other, that's just what happens. But I love the way I marked today off here. I used the smaller film strip from Panda Bear Design to span both Thursday and Friday and then add a floral so it looked cohesive. Went on a walk. What did I do? I can't remember. I think I took Jace on a walk, and then I just marked flying from Virginia to Georgia, and the airplane is from White Deer Stationery, and I think, what else did I use? Oh yeah, took Jace on a walk. That's an icon that came with the kit. And then here I am marking in the most beautiful way I possibly can that I met Tay for the first time in real life. It was so fun, and I just pulled in some hearts from, what's it called? From Sadie Stickers and the Pretty Pinko. Here I'm just pulling in this torn paper. I'm gonna mark. Oh yeah, we grabbed we grabbed Chinese food from this local place called Chopsticks, and they actually forgot to give us chopsticks, which was really funny. Like it was very ironic that that happened. But Tay was great, and she was able to salvage and find some utensils for us to use, so that ended up happening. And then we did a workout. So even after having dinner, we managed to go and do a workout at the fitness center. It was a really nice gym. That's one thing I remember. We've been pretty fortunate. Like the hotel we stayed at in Georgia had a pretty nice gym. Like actually probably the nicest hotel gym I've seen. The apartment complex that we're in now has a really, really nice gym as well. And probably because it's like an apartment complex, some people, rent for like short stays, and then other people actually like live here for leases, like 6-month leases to like year, etc. But the gym here is like a full-on gym, and there's like a squat rack and like a cage with all of the like CrossFit stuff, and then you also have cables and free weights of different and a vast amount of like weight variety. So it was just really cool, and all the different cardio machines that your heart desires. And there's even like a bar room with like yoga. It's pretty cool. I really love everything in this apartment complex, and just a really beautiful. I'm hoping to be able to do like a full vlog for it, just like I kind of did with our planner event. So hopefully I'll be able to do that for Chicago. I took a bunch of videos. It's probably just going to be mostly food, and I'm sorry if you don't enjoy that, but if you're here for it, yay. But if not, that's probably what it's mostly going to comprise of. Okay, so Friday we did cardio in the morning, or I did cardio and then trained upper body. I think Thursday I did cardio and then trained legs, so I was just trying to balance it out. Put on some makeup, and then we grabbed breakfast at, I forget what it's called, something Christopher's, I can't remember. And then Tay and I went to Target to grab a bunch of stuff for some like goodie bags that we were making, and that was really fun. And then we grabbed dinner with Regina of Miss and Meow and Alicia of Sadie Stickers, and it was cool to meet Regina as well, and then just like spend time together, and like all of us got to hang out. I hadn't seen Alicia in a while too, so that was really nice. What else am I marking here? I can't remember what we did that night. Oh yeah, so we stayed up late helping Alicia and Regina put together their gifts for like the tables. So I think we stayed up till like midnight, but if you guys were following on Instagram, they were making jokes about it being like a sweatshop. It was pretty funny, but it was really cool to like help out and be a part of like putting those gifts together and giveaways and stuff. So that was very, very fun. It was overall such a great planner event. Like I've never been to one prior to this, so this was a lot of like my first, and never been to a planner event before, but this was like the perfect size. It wasn't too big or too small, and Shanice of Planners and Tacos did such a great job. The food was really great. Like it was the perfect like location, and there wasn't so much going on, or there just wasn't so like it wasn't a massive planner event, which I've seen go wild, and I feel like I would get very overwhelmed in that kind of like situation and environment, because I have gone to large conferences for work and for college in the past, and I remember having to go back into my hotel room multiple times because I was just so overwhelmed throughout the day, and at times just like up and leaving to like recharge my social battery because it was overwhelming. But this was like the perfect balance. It was so good, and there were so many giveaways and like for everybody. It felt like everyone could have won something. It was just so awesome. So the shops that participated, thank you so much. You guys were amazing, and we truly appreciate everything. And the photo booth was really fun. That was such a cool experience. Okay, so on Saturday, this was the day of the planner event. We grabbed breakfast all together first at the Flying Biscuit, and then what did I mark? I think I just marked the planner event. Oh my gosh, I can't see what I put on under that, but it's okay. So yeah, it was a really cool planner event. Like there was like a guest speaker, and there were drinks. Like there was a bar that you could, it wasn't an open bar like or free drinks, but you could totally get your own drinks, and not everybody drank, so that was totally fine too. Because some people had to were driving in from other areas in Georgia. Thankfully that we were able to just catch a ride with Alicia, so she doesn't live very far from where the event was, and it was really cool to be able to just drive with her, and it was nice. Like it wasn't another thing for us to worry about and like have to like rent a car or get Ubers and things like that. So it was very, very appreciated. So I also wanted to mark that there were games, prizes, and it was really cool to meet a bunch of planner friends. That was a very interesting experience, like definitely positive, just such a cool, weird, full circle experience to meet people that you talk to on Instagram regularly and share their stuff and like their stuff, and to meet them in person. It's just really cool. And then some people you've never like put a face to their name. So that was definitely a really cool and great experience. But what was I going to say? So then also when we got home after the event, we were super wiped. Tay and I packed. We wanted to get ahead of it because we had a super early flight the next morning and had to get to the airport really, really early, and we didn't want to have to worry about packing in the morning. And then since Alicia, Regina, Tay, and I were all in the same hotel room, Alicia and Regina came to our room, and we actually ordered room service and played some games and just hung out. That was probably some of the fun and like best stuff from the whole experience, was especially like Tay and I just staying up late Thursday and like Friday night and just chatting. That was such a cool and fun experience. But that was the week of Georgia when we went to a planner event and when I met Tay. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you're doing well, and stay tuned for my Chicago trip for next Plan With Me. But yeah, otherwise, take care, guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye.